Hi, I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design, and today I'm just going to sit here and answer questions and talk about generally about stoves in the store and backpacks and everything else. I've just spent the entire morning building stoves, and I'm more than a little tired, and too tired to answer some of these emails by typing, so I'm going to answer them verbally through and you know, I can share this stuff with everybody this way instead of just a person that sent me the email. Now I've got an email here from a guy. He lost the felt that goes in his choke hazard. Now I emailed him and told him, you know, if you lose something like that, something that I don't normally sell on the store, but you need it, a thumb screw or a piece of felt or something, email me, tell me exactly what you need, and I'll try to get it to you. There probably won't be any charge unless it's something, you know, fairly significant, but, you know, replacement piece of felt, stuff like that, yeah, you know, I can get it to you. Be nice if you could pay the shipping, but sometimes I'll just ship it out anyway, depending on how good a customer you are. If you're a really good customer, I probably won't ask for any shipping. Okay, another thing I've noticed that lots of time people will order something from the store, and when they get it, it's not exactly what they expected. And 99 out of 100 times, if I go to the site and look at the product that they ordered and read the description, the problem they had, the assumption they made is right in the description. Like a gentleman ordered, I think a Moab the other day, and when he got it, the cap that comes with it wouldn't fit his 4 and 8 ounce bottles. So I just simply copied and pasted the entire description to him, and right on the bottom it says comes with fuel line and a nipple cap that fits a 12 ounce heat bottle. Hey, you got to read this stuff before you order. Because it can get complicated, and if you're confused before you order, this brings up another good point. Before you order, if you're confused or you aren't quite sure or you assume something, just click on Contact Tinny, and that'll send me an email. Now, if you're somewhere else you want to contact me, I've reinstated the tinny@minibowldesign.com email. So if you email me at tinny@minibowldesign.com, easy enough to remember, tinny@minibowldesign.com, I will get the email now. It's the web guys have got that all set up. I got a really good web crew now working for me, and the website's working really well. Now another thing is, of the hundreds of people that have ordered since the new site has been up, I've had maybe 2 or 3 people that have had a problem. And that has to do, I think, in the end with either they forgot to put a dot on the end of something on their address on the website versus on PayPal, or the addresses are different, or they've got 2 different credit card numbers or something. There's something in there that on my website and on PayPal doesn't match, and it won't let them check out. Now, that's not common, but like I said, it's happened a couple of times. Actually 3 times, I believe, in all the people that have ordered since I opened it, and believe me, I got a bunch of orders. So in the end, if you just can't make the website work, just click on Contact Tinny, and I will take care of you. I'll show you exactly how to go around the website and order directly from me, and it won't be a problem. You know, don't get upset. It happens. Like I said, it's very uncommon, but it does happen. Okay, I got a gent here who wants to know about stoves, and I can tell by reading this email, which goes on for like a page, that he's really into my stoves, or into alcohol stoves. And one of his first questions is he wants to know why the M4 is my go-to stove when the Moab will do basically everything. Okay, that's fairly easy. The Moab has basically the same size disc for carbon felt as the M4, but because the M4 sets on a little pedestal and the wick on it, the carbon felt is all out, it burns underneath and on top, so it burns significantly hotter than the Moab does. Now he goes on to talk about the original top for the Bongo Pro and the Moab top for the Bongo Pro. Okay, the Moab top for the Bongo Pro is a quarter of an inch smaller. I had to make a special Moab top for the Bongo Pro as a retrofit, and the new Bongo Pros that come out with the Moab top, it's a quarter inch smaller than a standard Moab, so it will clear the legs. It doesn't make a big difference in boil time. I haven't checked between the two of them, but it might be a minute or two one way or the other. He also says that the original top for the Bongo Pro, the turbo top, took like 15 minutes to boil 2 cups of water. And you're right, it was slow. That's the reason why I re-offered it with the Moab top. But he also brings up a good point that that original turbo top worked perfect for a good steady heat for cooking eggs or cooking pancakes, and that's where it really shines. That and the squirrel cage both had the turbo top, and it's almost perfect for using a 1-egg wonder pan and you know, cooking pancakes or eggs or something like that. Okay, what else is he asking? Oh, he wants to know about water filters. Side shoot subject, he says, on another subject. Wants to know what he used for a water filter. Okay. I originally had a Katahdin Pro. Liked it very well. It was very easy to pump. But I ran into some issues. I got into some silt and didn't plug it up, but got it pretty dirty, and I was afraid that it would fail on me. So I started carrying a spare filter for it, which just added more weight, and it's a little bit heavy filter to begin with. So I decided to go to the Hyperflow. Remembered the name. I decided to go to the Hyperflow. Now that is much smaller and really compact, and it works great, but it's very susceptible to plugging up, even more so than the MSR, than the Katahdin Pro. So I carried the Hyperflow for quite a while and was careful with it, and it worked great. Like I said, it's just so small, it takes up about the same room as a big candy bar. But I did eventually have some problems with it clogging, not to the point where I couldn't use it. So I carried the Hyperflow with a spare filter, and the filter is about as big as a Slim Jim. I mean, it's maybe a Tootsie Roll. So that was still... But in the end, when I got all done, I went back to the Hiker Pro because they improved it. They put another screen around the main filter, and it's nowhere near as susceptible to plugging up in the end. So I went back to the Hiker Pro, to the Katahdin Pro, and that worked great. But once again, when I went to the 13-pound pack to really lighten things up, to lighten my pack by about 10 pounds, and went to the Micro Light pack, I had to lose some weight somewhere. And one of the things that went was my tent and the Katahdin Pro. So I'm back to the Hyperflow with a spare filter, which is only like that big around. And so I'm back to the Hyperflow again. And I have to admit the Hyperflow is sensitive to being plugged up. But because I know that, I can be careful and avoid bad situations like silty water. And I can do just fine. It's just, you have to, along with the Hyperflow, you have to carry that knowledge with you on the trail. It doesn't weigh anything, and it's invaluable, but you have to have the knowledge to know where you can use it and where you can't, and the procedures to not get in trouble with it. But it is susceptible to plugging up, but because I know that, I'm fine, and it's super lightweight. It saved me quite a bit of weight. So to answer your question, I am yet back again with the Hyperflow. Now, I've got my 13-pound pack, and I'm continually looking at ways to shave weight on it. And one of the ways I can shave weight is, I've got it set up to be in an AT shelter. I have my 1-pound sleeping bag and my roughly 1-pound NeoAir mattress, and I'm fine as long as there's room in the shelter. But we all know that you can't bank on being room in the shelter. I've been a few times to the shelters when they were full. So you have to have some sort of backup if you just can't get in the shelter and it's a bad night. So I'm carrying a super lightweight drop cloth, 9x12 drop cloth, and some super lightweight cordage, so that if I do get caught out and can't get into the shelter, I can cord between 2 trees and put the drop cloth over it, curl it under. And I've also got one of those silver emergency blankets put underneath me, and I can put my ground pad down in my sleeping bag and get out of the weather, and I'll still be okay. So that's what I'm doing right now. But what I would like to do is replace that with a Cuban fiber tarp, 8 by 8, 10 by 6, something like that. Probably 8 by 10 Cuban fiber tarp, which is really lightweight and compact, but it's like $300, so kind of waffling on that right now. So that's where I am on that. I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about right now. I've burned quite a bit of time here. It's going to take a long time to upload this as it is. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bowl Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, enjoy your alcohol stoves and cook some meals on them, and have a really great day. Bye-bye.